Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Building the Best. Today we're going to be looking at the Boltor Prime, which is probably one of the best primaries in the game, or at least the most seen. You'll see this kicking about most raids and Tower 4 defenses that you go into, and truly, it's probably one of the best primes in the game. Followed, I don't know, you can't really compare a primary to a melee, but I was about to say followed by the glaive prime. Anyhow. Let's get right into it. This weapon is a puncture-based weapon, and what we really want is to build off this fantastic 50 base puncture without losing too much of the accuracy or fire rate. And so we've just gone pure damage here. Literally pure damage. We have Serration, Heavy Cal, Split Chamber, Piercing Caliber for puncture damage. Of course, insert whatever puncture mod you have. And then three elemental mods of my choice. I prefer Corrosive Cold with puncture weapons. It works quite well against Grineer and high level Infested. And we have Terminal Velocity on here, which is useful because Boltors have travel time. And truthfully, this is the only downside of the Boltor Prime is its travel time on the rounds. So this flight speed mod will help you a lot. Now, that's really all I have to say. This weapon is brilliant. It's pretty much a flat upgrade of the standard Boltor, and a slight upgrade even of the Talos Boltor whilst losing the Syndicate Bomb. So, let's go murder some Grineer. Now, the one thing I will say about this weapon is that you won't see the same numbers as you will on other weapons, but it deals consistent damage, very consistent damage. You don't have to rely on crits like the Soma, and you don't have to rely on elemental damage like many weapons actually, because this thing deals such high amounts of puncture, and puncture is just generally good against all enemy types. The exception, I believe, being actually Corpus. I should probably not put that in the video, what I just said, because it was a load of rubbish, but moving on. Now, Puncture is a generally good damage type, deals with things which have good armor and big health bars, and we can see here a single round from this thing is killing a level 30 Grineer, dealing about 1,000 puncture damage, which is absolutely amazing. Of course, I've got the pure elemental mods on here rather than the elemental and status chance, because honestly, you're never going to get the status chance on this weapon up high enough where it's substantial. And you should die. So yeah, it's a really simple build. Unfortunately, it does require 5 Former, as the Boltor Prime, I believe, only has 1 base polarity. But it is a very good build, and I can highly recommend it, and the Boltor Prime to anyone. It is such a good weapon. The crowd clear on it is amazing. One final thing to say before I round this up is that, as with all Boltors and most weapons, the projectile actually sends the bodies flying, and the ragdolled bodies can do damage to things they hit. Now, whilst I don't know how to calculate that damage value, I can tell you that it is a lot. And you do not want to put punch through on this weapon at all, which is why I avoided shred, which would go on most of my crowd control builds. Because if you have shred on, you will not get that fantastic effect of I'm just going to leave that one alone. Of ragdolling these enemies, and we can see here the body's flying miles, and anything the body hits will take substantial amounts of damage. So yeah, it's a really great weapon, and I highly recommend it. And that's all I have to say about this. It's very fun to use as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more. And a quick mention, some of my subs have requested a few videos lately. I am working on them, I promise. It's just most of the builds you've requested require 5 Former, so it's taking a while. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. This is the Boltor Prime, and I'm Bliznub. Thanks.